All right, so, obviously you're here. You want to know about what's happening in the market. You've got a good idea. If you're a regular listener on the show, you're probably more educated than your average Joe out there in real estate. And I'd like to thank all of our partners for coming on the show and giving you that great advice. So what's the latest market data? Well, of course, as you've guessed, we're still at a very low in inventory. We don't understand it in the real estate world, why so many people are holding back from listing their homes, because, supply and demand issue shows, in everything. When there's low supply, very high demand, you're going to sell at the highest price that you can. Again, just be careful you don't overprice the house. If you do decide to list it, you should definitely speak with somebody that sells a ton of real estate in your area and knows what they're doing. Now, my team and I, we cover the whole state. We've got the way we have this thing arranged is we have different agents in different sections of the state, okay? So when you work with us, in essence, you got a whole team backing you. You've got myself and you got another agent. The property is shown every time. You are always in contact with. You know what's going on at all times. And again, we connect you with our outside extended team as well, which is huge. So, and it's not only in regards to real estate, but it's in regards to your personal finance as well. We've got one of the best financial planners in the state we can connect you with. I mean, she was on the show last week talking about how to save money on property taxes. To have professionals on the show that, as a real estate agent, that I can learn from in my own industry is just totally unbelievable. I mean, it's just, that's how well-rounded these folks are. Melissa Delana with Delana Law was over here talking about different situations and guardianship, and kind of they understand the whole sphere of it all, and that's important. Please spend some time, go into theroundtableradio.com, check out our amazing resources on there. We've got a ton of videos from these shows, and of course, all of our contributors are all laid out on there as well, and there's an easy place to contact us. We love getting questions. We love getting feedback. And, of course, we love working with our listeners. And I'd like to just thank everybody who's called in the past on our off-air number, 401-359-2338. And while I'm in the process of giving shout-outs and thank yous, a couple, actually, it was a few weeks back, of course, I had a family situation and called the radio show, and Mike, our producer here, the guy is unbelievable. Mike, you jumped right in. You actually, we got some great recognition for the segment you did.
Really?
Yes, we did. We did. How it's, so you're hired. It's
well, thank you.
You're welcome. It's less expensive to own than to rent, and you gave the top 10 places in America, and Rhode Island happened to be one of them.
Yes.
And the statistics you threw out were great. And again, we got a bunch of great feedback from that.
Well, I'm always happy to help out in any way I can. And I actually had that in hand to give to you when you came in, because that's some news that it broke earlier in the day. We had covered on the WHJJ Morning News Show with Ron St. Pierre every Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., by the way. I had to do a show plug on that one.
Yeah, Ron's great.
And but then when you called and said, Mike, I've got an emergency. So basically what I did is I just asked the questions, and I let the experts do the talking, because they obviously know what they're talking about. And you have a great group of experts who come on, so it was fun. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Anytime, buddy.
So clutch. Appreciate that so much. So and again, Ron St. Pierre is amazing. He does a wonderful, wonderful show every day. So thanks again, and please stay tuned. Next week we've got a ton of great guests coming on the air with us, and we've got a lot to share with you. Things are happening very quickly here in Rhode Island with real estate. Things are turning and moving, and in some neighborhoods as fast as a week on market stuff is turning. So stay tuned so you can be up to date with all of this and with all the latest advice in real estate and finances.